Hey, this is Craig with JLT. Today we're doing an install on this 2024 Mustang GT 5.0 liter. We got our instructions here. We scan this, get to the instructions, and we'll get going. Okay, first we're going to disconnect our crankcase hose connections. Push this in, pull that out. There's one on the passenger side, and then this one on the driver's side. There's a little tab on the bottom. I'm going to push that out, pull that. Next, we're going to disconnect our MAF sensor on the passenger side. There's a little tab here. You're going to press that in, pull out the sensor. There's one here on the driver's side, same deal. This tab's on the top. And then we're going to get this harness off of there. Use a pry tool or a flat blade. Then we're going to loosen the hose clamps at the throttle bodies. All right, next we're going to remove the airbox cover. Two clamps here, remove the top shell. You'll see there's a 10mm bolt here in the back. We're going to loosen that, remove this bolt. We want to save this for the install of the JLT. And then you can disconnect from the throttle body and remove this all as one assembly. The lift up, there's a grommet in the back there. Get it out from underneath the fuse box. Okay, now same procedure for the driver's side. We're going to remove the top shell. This bolt here, 10mm. Pull up on the grommet. Away from the throttle body and pull this out as an assembly. Next, we're going to start prepping the air boxes. We're going to take our edge trim. Probably want to start in the back. I'm going to press this onto the upper lip. Work it all the way around. Do the same thing for the other airbox. Okay, next we're going to install the air filter into the airbox. Little trick is to take the inlet of the air filter and fold it inside. Then we're going to go down top first into the corner of the airbox and then pull it through. And then get it to snap into the opening. Okay, we got our air filters installed on both passenger and driver side here. Next we're going to install our front scoops. You just snap over the ends of the airbox. Okay, next we're going to prep the intake tube. We're going to remove the MAF. This is the driver's side. You don't want to get them mixed up, so we'll remove the MAF sensor from this. Install the MAF sensor on the JLT tube. First we'll put the plate on. Make sure the holes are lined up, and then the gasket. We're going to take that assembly, mount it to our tube. Okay, next we're going to install our crankcase fitting. This is the larger of the two on the driver's side into the insert here. This is an MPT fitting, so you don't have to go super tight. Get it hand tight and then maybe another full turn and it should be good. Install the MAP sensor onto the passenger side tube. Next we're going to install the smaller CCV fitting. This is the passenger side tube. Get it hand tight. All right, next we're going to install the passenger side airbox assembly. We're going to take out the grommet that was on the OE airbox. We'll put that back in the same location, back in here. Before we install the passenger side, we're going to remove this little fuse block here. With a flat blade, you're going to go in between this metal clip and that first little tab. Just kind of pull it apart, slide this out. Take the assembly. It's going to be a tight fit, but we're going to get that down into place. You can kind of stick your hand in. Make sure the prong is in the rubber grommet. The hole's lined up here. And reach in. Make sure the inlet silicone is around the factory inlet. Then we're going to take the OE bolt that we removed, 10 millimeter. Okay, so you can remove this so you can see the bolt here. Tighten that down. Okay, we'll reinstall the fuse block back over. Make sure that's clipped in. Cover up the positive terminal. Passenger side's ready to go. Install the driver side airbox. There'll be a grommet here. Pull it down into place. You can reach through, make sure the silicone is around the OE inlet. Then we're going to take our OE bolt. Put this down. Okay, we're going to install the couplers onto the throttle body. Hose clamp so you can tighten them down. You can tighten these down at the throttle body, leave the one loose going to the intake tube. Install the hose clamp up on the passenger side. Okay, we're going to put the hose clamp onto the air filter inlet. Install the tube into the air filter. Swing it around into the coupler. Then you tighten down the hose clamp at the throttle body and at the air filter. Here's the air filter. Okay, we're going to reconnect the vacuum line here and the MAP sensor. Now we're going to install the driver side intake tube. First we're going to put the hose clamp over the air filter. Push the tube into the air filter, swing it around into the throttle body. And tighten all our hose clamps. All right, next we're gonna reconnect our CCB line. And then reconnect the map sensor. All right, we just finished the install on this 24 Mustang GT 5.0. Super easy install. Looks way better under the hood. Sounds better, performs better. Give us a call if you have any questions.